Hello and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is H.E. Coleman and these are going to be your videos for the month of December. Before we start, I just want to say that I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season and a great month. I also, I can't believe I'm going to say, I can't believe I even got through that because I said it like 50 times and every time I've loved it and I finally said it right. So, okay, I also would like to say that I am sorry that I did not finish my videos last month. I was rushing to complete my book and I was trying to have it out by Christmas. I might have it out by the end of the month. Hopefully it will be out before January 1st. If not, I will release it through Amazon by January 18th. Here's a copy of the book now if you want to see it. The book is about my experiences with the afterlife. I had a heart attack and died about 2 years ago before I started doing any of these videos. And I never told anybody really. I never really talked about it. I only told 4 people. And I didn't really want to ever tell anyone about it or talk about it, but I believe that it's really important to let people know that kind of thing because I think it's something that everyone dies. So I think it's something that everyone's curious about. And I feel like I wish someone had told me some of these things so I wouldn't be so scared and I wouldn't be so nervous about life and death and things like that. It's just kind of like a comfort to know, that everything's going to be fine. Anyway, if you want to read that book, it's going to be about $2 for the ebook. I'm making it really cheap, or the paper. There's also a paperback version. And if you wanted to get it the first week, it's going to be cheaper. I'm going to make it really cheap the first week, so that's the best time to get it. So check either if you are interested, check either January 1st or January 18th. Those are the best days to get it. After that, it'll probably just be a little bit more expensive. But anyway, I hope that you have a great month. I hope that you really enjoy the videos, and I will tell you in the January videos if I made my deadline, if it's coming out, and anything else you want to know about that if you have any questions. Okay, I hope that you have a great month. Bye. Okay, Gemini, here we go. I am filming at night, so I'm kind of just flooding the area with light, and hopefully you can see everything. I think it's pretty bright. All right, here we go, Gemini. Gemini, you are the first ones I'm doing this month. Okay, let's see what you've got going on. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. There you go. Awesome money card. Great. Okay, then we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Then you have the 10 of Wands. Okay. Then you have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Then you have the shadow side. And then you have the Page of Wands. And it's a little bright for me to see. Then you have the 2 of Pentacles. And your outcome is going to be the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. That's not necessarily bad. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is obviously a money card. This is you feeling great and feeling like you have a lot of money. You feeling like, hey, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to be giving stuff. Obviously, this is the month to be doing that, but this is about you feeling like you have money, which is great, and not necessarily at the end. The end is like the opposite, okay? So you might be overspending. You might be thinking that you have more money than you actually do, or you might be thinking that things are going to not cost as much. Sorry, I just minimized my screen by accident. There. You might be thinking that things are going to be like, oh, I'm going to have plenty of money, and then you just end up like blowing a huge amount of money, which everyone does around this time, okay? But this is definitely you at least feeling good at the beginning. Maybe you're going to get a bonus, or you're going to be getting like having some extra money and thinking, I'm going to be super generous. I'm going to buy for lots of people, and I'm going to buy for this person, this person, and this person. And I'm just going to say, I would recommend that you be really careful about who you're buying for because you don't want to end up like this. This is one of the things that's hidden from you. I'm going to just skip to this right away because this is, usually this is, I tell you this at the end, but I'm going to let you know this right away. It's in reverse, so it's not saying, and the 5 of Pentacles is about feeling like you don't have enough money, feeling you don't have enough of something. Sometimes it can be love or whatever, but usually it's money, especially since you have this card here at the beginning where you feel like you have a lot of money, and at the end you feel like you don't have as much money. Now the 5 of Pentacles is about feeling, almost feeling like you're broke, or feeling like, oh my gosh, I really need money, or I really don't have enough of money. And it's in reverse. So it's not so dramatic. It's just, it's not saying that you don't have enough money. It's just saying that you feel like you don't have enough, or you feel like you're running out, or you feel like, oh my gosh, I spent too much. Okay, so be careful with this, because you don't want to go from this to this. So just you might not want to buy for everybody that you've ever met. You know, like buy for every like acquaintance that you have. Try to stick to a budget, and try to stick to the people that are just in your inner circle, and just give everybody else like lotto cards or something, and just give them like, you know, some scratchers or something. That's a cheap, easy way to say that I care about you, but I don't want to like, you know, go into debt for you. Okay, now you also have the 9 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups is about feeling very fulfilled, very happy, everything's going great, and you can see that she's got her feast there, so she's kind of thinking, hey, everything's just perfect. It's in reverse. So this is just saying that things are going to be going really, really well, but you're going to be feeling like there's a little bit of problems, or there's a little bit of like nagging things that are in between that are bugging you. Like maybe you'll have family over and you'll be thinking, this is great family time, but it's not as perfect as I thought it was going to be. Or I got all the presents, but I forgot to get this. You know, it's just saying that there's going to be a little bit of problems as far as imagining everything's going to be perfect, and then there's the reality, you know, when you think, oh, I'm going to have like, it's going to be the best family thing ever, or it's going to be the best vacation ever, or it's going to be the best present ever, and then later on you find out that it's good, but it's not as perfect as you imagined, okay? But it's still a great card to have, because it's still saying happiness, bliss, things going your way. It's just that it's not going to be as perfect as you imagine, or that there's not going to be, you know, like you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to do certain things and work hard to make sure that everybody's getting along, and work a little bit extra hard to make sure that you have everything, and you're not spending too much, you're not, you know, doing too much, and try to enjoy it. Try not to make it like that it has to be perfect. Try not to go into it thinking, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to be happy. Because nothing's ever as great as you imagine, and nothing's ever going to be perfect. So if something doesn't go perfectly, my suggestion is, if you want to be happy like this and be blissful, don't make everything have to be perfect. It's okay if things don't go perfect. It's okay if somebody doesn't show up that was supposed to show up, or it's okay if it's not. You know, like if you make a mistake, or, you know, you overcook something, you don't go too serious into it, because then you're going to ruin this happiness and bliss that you could be having. Don't go into it expecting everything to be perfect. Just go with the flow a little bit, and you'll be a lot happier. Okay, because you do have a lot of bliss there. You just want to ruin it by expecting perfection. Okay, that's the message from that card. Over here you have the 10 of Wands. This is about a lot of work. 10 of Wands is about carrying a heavy burden, but it's also about you're just about to put it down. You're just about to finish. Okay, so I don't know if you're finishing a project in this month, or if you're just finishing like your shopping, or you're finishing whatever obligations you have. You're finishing all those parties you have to go to that you don't really want to go to, or, you know, finishing doing some secret Santa thing, or some kind of like whatever you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, whatever you're doing, this is about you putting down a heavy burden, or you're just about to put down a heavy burden. So you're carrying around something, and you're just about to put it down. Okay, whatever you've been working on. Sometimes people are working on a project and they're like, oh, I'm almost done this project. Okay, now over here you have the shadow side. Okay, so this is about again, it's just about this thing too. Okay, so this is again, and also has to do with this. It's right around these three. This has to do with accepting when something doesn't go perfect, and accepting when something doesn't go right, and just saying, you know, we're just going to go with it. We're not going to freak out too much, because here you're in the shadows over here, and then you have the light over here. So you kind of can choose which you want to go for, which attitude you want to have. These people are stuck in the middle, and you're not alone either. Somebody's there with you. Somebody's there with you in this situation, and you're saying, I could see the positive side, or I could see the negative side of this. I could say, well, my family's here and they're driving me crazy, or I could say, my family's here and they're nuts, but I love them. You know, or you could say, I've spent all this money and I'm going to debt for all these people or all these presents, or you could say, you know, like, I got everything that I needed to get, and I'll make some more money later. I'll just go and work some extra shifts or something like that. Or you could say, you know, like, I'm alone and I wish I could be with my family. Or you could say, well, the good side is I don't have to deal with, you know, like, fighting with anybody, okay? So there's always a bright side and a negative side to everything. And the more you look on, you know, the positive side, the happier you'll be with your cups here. Okay, because this is saying that you do have a lot. You just might have something that's missing, and you might be focused more on the thing that's missing than the thing that you have, because this person has 9 cups and it's upside down, so she's probably thinking, where's my 10th cup, because 10 is the most you can have. So she's thinking, well, I have these 9 but I don't have this one. You know, like, if you focus on the stuff you have, you're not going to be so focused on the one thing you don't have. All right, Now, over here we have the Page of Wands. That is excellent. That is about good news coming, good news of an emotional nature. So that's great. Good news is coming. And then over here, in the middle of your month, you have this card here. And this is the Six of Wands. This is about being celebrated and having everybody say, wow, you're amazing. And it's upside down. So that means one of a couple things. It means either you're expecting everybody to be thinking that you're the greatest thing that ever existed, and you're disappointed that people aren't noticing how great you are at this particular moment. Or it can also be that you're just not looking for recognition right now. You might be giving something secretly. You might be doing something anonymously that you don't want people to know about because you're just doing it to be nice. You're just doing it for the goodness of it. You don't want people to be like noticing you and celebrating you and stuff like that. And that's good because you don't really want to do things for the credit. You want to do things because you're doing something nice. Okay? So you might be doing something secretive and you might be giving something to somebody that they don't know about. You don't want the credit for that. All right? With this and this, it's just, I'm just getting the feeling like, and also with the Five of Pentacles there, I'm getting the feeling like the main thing this is for most of you is just that you're not getting the credit that you think you deserve. You're not getting the recognition. Like maybe you're doing something and then you're thinking, why are people, I'm getting this stuff for people, why are they not getting it for me? Or I'm doing something nice, why are they not appreciating it? Or I'm doing this and why am I not being celebrated? But I would encourage you to just do things for the sake of doing them and not expecting anything in return. Not expecting recognition, because that way if it comes, it's a nice surprise. And if it doesn't come, you're not sitting around being bitter or angry about it. You're seeing the bright side of it, which is you did it for the right reasons. Okay? Now, also, and you have this thing here, good news coming, good news of an emotional nature, and it's right above the heavy work card. So that means that you're going to get good news that the work's almost done, or you're going to be getting good news that, oh my gosh, I found a solution to all this work. I found a solution to this problem, and whew, it's almost over. Okay? This is definitely good news. Now, this is your obstacle for the month. It is the Two of Pentacles. This is about balancing. And with the Pentacles and the Queen and the poverty thing, the poverty card here, which is upside down, so it's not as bad as you think it's going to be. This is balancing. Balancing your checkbook, balancing your attitude. Are you going to be happy about this? Or are you going to be glum about this? It's all about your attitude. Balancing what you have with what you don't have, which you're going to focus on, which is going to make you happy. Balancing on all of this work and then getting good news and then putting down the work. It's all about balance, finding balance in your life. As an obstacle, it's saying you're not doing that. You're going to need to work on that, okay? Work on balancing how much you want to spend and work on balancing what you do versus what kind of credit you want for what you do. Just try to do things to put good things out to the universe, and also balance as far as work. You know, I know you might have a lot of burden this month. It's going to be a busy month for you. It's going to be you can have a lot on your plate, but I think you're going to be enjoying a lot of it with this card. You're going to be enjoying a lot of it. You're going to have fun with a lot of it. You're going to feel good with your money, at least in the beginning. So it's going to be great. You just need to balance out things so it can last longer, okay? Especially balancing out your attitude. That's the biggest thing, because you can always, even if you win the lottery, you could say, well, I didn't win the big lottery, you know? Or you could say, you know, I crashed my car, but at least I didn't die. You know, like there's always a good and a negative thing that you can look at. It's up to you what you want to choose. Now, your outcome for the month is, I almost said obstacle. Your outcome for the month is the Eight of Pentacles. This is doing a lot of work. Okay, this is doing a lot of work and skilled work, and it's upside down. So that means you're going to be done the work. You're going to be done and putting it down. Great. Great. Okay, excellent. Now, finishing work and relaxing. So in the beginning of the month, you're going to be really busy, and then near the end, you're going to be relaxing. Now, I'm going to give you, let's do your fate card first. You can hear my voice getting scratchy. And this is the first video, so I can only imagine by the end of it. Okay, fate for Gemini. Let's get a fate. I'm going to see if one's going to pop out. Should not have said anything. I got 3. Okay, you have the moon. The moon is about being guided through the darkness. So this is about you here, where you're saying, okay, things are not going exactly as I planned. There's going to be like maybe a surprise, or maybe just something's like you planned to be perfect, you wanted it to be perfect, and you thought in your mind it was going to be perfect. And then it turns out totally different. Or it turns out that, and this person's here helping you, or it turns out that it's all about your attitude and how you see things. something could come up and you could think it's a problem, and then all of a sudden it turns into a positive thing. Okay, so the moon is saying that you will be guided through the darkness. So any problem that comes along, this is saying you're going to be able to handle it. And again, there's two people there. So someone's going to be helping you. Any problem you have with anything, just relax and go with it, because you have this bliss card and you have this person helping you, and this card says you will be guided through the darkness. So you're going to be fine. Over here, it says the dragon, strength and wisdom. Strength and wisdom. So be smart with what you're buying, be smart with what you're spending, be smart with, you know, your attitude and not freaking out about anything that comes down the road. It's a busy time for everybody. Okay, here it says imagination clouds your judgment. Again, with the attitude. Imagination clouds your judgment. Imagining things are going to be perfect. Okay, so just get that out of your head right now and just think, anything that happens, I will be happy with, because you have all this bliss if you want it. It's there if you want it. Massive bliss if you're ready to have it. And not sweat the details. That's the biggest message for you this month. Don't sweat the details, and don't be upset if things aren't perfect. Now, here's the last one that you have. A new relationship blossoms. Yay, a new relationship blossoms. Okay, so this is about you obviously meeting somebody new, feeling really happy about it, feeling like, and it can even be somebody that you know, but just like a new relationship with that person where you didn't expect it to be happening, and it's all of a sudden it's really exciting, and it's really you feel differently about that person. So it's a new relationship blossoming. Yay. All right, great. Now I'm going to give you your spiritual card for the month. Okay. This is a very spiritual time for a lot of different people. Okay. Priorities. King Solomon. Again with the wisdom. Okay. Priorities. So as long as you can focus on your main priorities, do not freak out if you don't have all 10 cups. Focus on the main cups that are the most important to you, and make sure that those are set, and make sure those are the people that you buy for. If you're going to buy stuff for people, make sure you get those, and then let some of the rest of the stuff go. Let some of the details go. Just go with the flow a little bit, okay? So that's your main message for the month. Your outcome is finishing that work, finishing all your obligations, and just relaxing and getting it done, okay? Have fun with it. Go with the flow. Balance things out, and don't take things too seriously. Have a wonderful month.